As I was saying, Glenn, Murphy's Law has kicked me in the ass and someone has interrupted my fucking recording. If only I had my own studio. Things would be so much better if only I had my own studio and if I was getting paid to do these things. That would be great. Then I wouldn't be working, I would be having fun. Alright, so as I was saying about the whole Jesse Matthews situation, I honestly don't think that his sentencing has suitable for the crimes committed. And I was jumping on the school that let it go because, the first school that this shit happened in, like I said in the last video, this shit could have been prevented if you would have just opened up your mouth instead of worrying about this is a church going school, we're religiously based and people don't do that here. Wrong. Clearly, they do. And clearly, y'all just didn't give a damn. You know? Not helping. Not helping at all. So what can we do to prevent things like this from happening again? As a man, the first thing I'm going to say is I will implore violence. I know that didn't sound exactly how it was supposed to sound, and yes, that was a quote from Arya with "Don't fuck with Arya" from Mass Effect 3. But I would implore violence. I would advise that every parent, and you can listen to this, and you can give me the finger, and I don't give a fuck. Because you know what? If I live long enough to have children, and one of them will probably be a girl, she will learn martial arts. She will be the baddest little bitch on the planet because I'm going to engrave it into her head not to let anyone fuck with her and do things that people do to other people. As a man, we don't make good bargaining chips. And most people, when they kidnap men, they don't really molest us. They cut our throats and throw us in the bushes. They could care two shits if we live or die. Unless you're a very rich man with a lot of money, where they can manipulate you into getting money. Well, anybody kidnap me, they're up shit creek because I'm poor and I come from a poor family, and the army's not going to do anything to rescue me because I'm no longer a soldier. So therefore, I'm not a good bargaining chip. So there'll be a bullet in my brain right there. But I'm going to say this to all people of all ethnicities, of all statures, whether you're poor, middle class, working class, rich. I implore you to teach your daughters martial arts. I do. I implore it. I insist on it. And if I live long enough to have children, my daughter will learn martial arts. Whether she likes it or not is irrelevant. But she will study from the time she can walk until she gets 18. If she chooses to continue after that, that's good for me. Maybe not so good for her because then I can actually really start doing really good stuff. I don't implore violence against females, but I do say this. They are just as dangerous as men, if not more dangerous, because you never see them coming. That's what a Kono each does. You will never see her coming until your throat is cut. So, I'm going to be really, really nice about how I'm about to say this shit. From 4 to 18, I advise you to put your child in a martial art school. They might not like it, and then again, they might flourish it. I mean, women do exercises in the gym all the time. So, take a martial art class. And don't worry if you're going to get good or not. The training will become second nature. Once it becomes second nature, you will never live in fear. You will never have to worry about a person raping you. And if you're taught by the right person, you will be able to disarm anyone. Except maybe the sniper in the bushes there that's going to take you out. But other than that, I strongly advise all you people who have kids, especially if you only have girls, to put them in a martial arts school. Of any kind, of every kind. Something that can give them the confidence to know that nobody's going to be able to fuck with them. So when they get my age at 42, they'll be awesomely dangerous, and no one will be able to fuck with them. I can't stress this enough because, a lot of people don't like violence. I don't like violence. I'm a martial artist. I don't like violence. I'll be the first to tell you I can't stand violence. I'll also be the first to tell you that even though Young ladies won't do this. Carry a pocket knife. Nothing wrong with having a pocket knife. You know, there's a reason why they call them pocket knives. Oh yes, they do make these sexy. So I mean, you can carry a pocket knife. I'm not going to tell you to carry a dagger, but you can carry a pocket knife. You know, you can carry anything to defend yourself. And if you're into guns, if you're a gun enthusiast and you're female, get a gun. Get a Derringer. It's like that big. You know, you can slide it down in your bra. You know, pretend like you got a stomach ache, drop it out, shoot the bastard. You know, you have to know and get a science to hurting people. Elbows break, so does your arms. This break is better because it controls the flow of fingers. If you put your hand right here and you do this, you can feel that. When you break this, you stop the flow of blood, which means this don't work as well as when you break this. I'm off track just a bit, but I'm gonna get back on that now. No one did nothing for Miss Harrington. No one did nothing for Mrs. Graham. There were people who witnessed it, and there were people who wouldn't let her back in the arena. Am I blaming you? Not really. Because you can't really blame somebody for doing their fucking job. But you can blame somebody for not having a fucking ounce of humanity to see that this is a young woman at a concert who stepped out for a fucking cigarette. She paid for a ticket. Why didn't y'all just let her the fuck back in? Prevention. No one wants to take responsibility for it, but no one wants to prevent things from happening. Things happen to us because we aren't prepared for them, and we fucking allow it. Simple as that. We aren't prepared for it, and we fucking allow it. When you fucking aren't prepared for anything, you kind of really don't have a choice but to allow it because there's no simple plan of execution. And the thing is, it's not something that you can go to a school and be prepared for everything. No one on earth is actually Batman, who is prepared for everything. But you can be. Because you have to learn how to think inside and outside the box. You have to think in a wide scale scope. I walk the streets at night when I used to be able to walk without my cane. I've always walked the streets with a little taste of paranoia of who's going to jump out the alley and attack me. Who's going to do something to me no matter where I go. It's always in the back of my mind. And it's probably because of my martial arts training that I'm always ready to fight back. Which, again, I'm not trying to employ violence, but it is what it is. So, you have to think about these things really quick, like. And in that, let me end this video now.